Absolutely. I'm good if no one else has any other questions for me.
Thank you, Sam, for the
Thank
update.
you.
I guess we can now move on to new business. Um, the outreach committee priorities. So, if I had to say, I think that our number one priority at this moment would be to further discuss that survey and what that looks like, putting together what that RFQ will look like. Um, and then my own personal priority will be to follow up on the commitments I made in the last meeting. Yes, which means I owe you a meeting and a phone call. Which actually, if I can speak to you before you go, that would be great. I owe Commissioner Miller an extensive phone call, probably three. Uh, so, kind of connecting on some of the things that we discussed previously, the survey, um, having maybe some further discussion about more strategies to get more people here. If my original idea isn't going to bear fruit, which I totally understand, maybe thinking through. And maybe instead of submitting people, submitting suggestions that we may have as an outreach committee on what we can do to kind of step outside of this room and into the community a little bit further. I also think that we as an outreach committee need to be the first people on that list, as Sam was referring to, those district meetings. We got to get to them. Heard. Well, all right. I didn't say you wasn't. I just said we got to. No, we have to go. And by we, I mean me. So
Keep up the good work, guys.
period. Keep up the good work. Keep going to the meetings, and I'm gonna go to. Yeah. So priority numbers 1, 2, and 3. Those suggestions, our survey. Hi, officers. How are you? Um, Suggestions, survey, district meetings, and Alex. Yes, sir.
Yes, internally, what we're doing among staff currently is working on 2 newsletters.
I saw that.
One that will be an internal newsletter among City Hall, and one external as well. Once those have sort of taken a draft form, I'd be happy to share it with this committee for feedback and any suggestions.
We would love and appreciate that. And I did see that email. Sorry that I didn't respond. I didn't think it required a response from me. I love the idea. So maybe I should have responded and said that, but appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Um, uh, Executive Director, will each committee or commissioner be able to like contribute information to include in the newsletter? And
So I think that the scope of the newsletters will depend on whether it's internal or external. My initial thought is that sort of it will be just the external one at least will be sort of global, and it'll be just generally what the commission and its committees are working on week by week, what's most important, what feedback are we seeking from the community. Internally, I think it might be more detailed amongst committee and sort of what the priorities and work is within those committees.
Do we? Yes, Sam.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I have another update for you guys.
Okay.
I guess I'm hard at work.
We love to see it.
Update. So this morning I actually connected with Greg Reeves, who was a former commissioner. He works at Towards Employment. I presented to a cohort that they have. They do a class every 2 weeks. And so I briefly spoke about the commission. And then I'll be going again this Friday, giving updates on what some of the committees are doing. So going back to our previous meetings, watching those, looking at the meeting minutes, and giving them that information. The reason I'm telling you all this is that I would encourage you, if you are interested in joining me on those Mondays, where I go and talk about the commission overall, or even those Fridays, and we can maybe talk specifically about committee work. If you're interested in that, I will make sure those dates are sent to you. They're on the calendar. I just have to add you guys to it. The presentation is generally an hour long, and it was from like 9:30 to 10:30 this morning. The individuals that I interacted with, they had really, really, really great questions. And I actually contacted EJ from OPS And he and I will also be partnering up on those presentations because they had lots of questions about how the complaint process works in terms of OPS and CPRV. So we are collaborating on that front, OPS and CPC. And then if you all are interested in joining me, just so you all can get out in the community, they can see your faces and you guys can present alongside with me. I'd be more than happy to make sure you have those dates and you just let me know which ones you want to attend.
Through the chair, I just want to say, yes, please make sure, just put it, just nobody has to reach out, just put it on the calendar so everyone will know. It'll already be on their calendar and each month they can determine which one they can go to, if any.
Right.
And then I think that's a great idea. I know when I had a conversation with former Commissioner Reeves, we were speaking on how important it is for citizens, especially the youth, and most people that take advantage of that program are considered youth or young adults, know their rights and know what's available to them. So knowing that they can make a complaint through OPS is very important. So thank you for letting us know that and attending that session this morning.
Yeah, it was really good. Like I said, they asked really, really great questions. I mean, they also asked questions about just civic engagement in general, which is something that we talk about when we want people to get involved with the city of Cleveland on the back of our one pagers. So
Let them know they can join a work group anytime.
absolutely, definitely did. Left them my card, and I'll be back on Friday at 9:30. Another slight update, offshooting of that. We actually will also be at their block party on the 16th. That's going to be on the events calendar and is already in our calendar. We'll be tabling that event because we were asked by former Commissioner Reeves to be there to have a presence. And then I believe we'll also be at another festival or event that day as well, from a community member who asked us. I'm still waiting on those details. So we are getting out in the community. We are getting to festivals and meetings and all those types of things. If it's not updated yet, it's not that I've forgotten or anything. It's just there's a lot going on. So I'm trying to make sure I'm caught up and I give you all the proper information. So we are getting out there and they see us. And so, yeah, I believe those are the last of my updates. August 16th is the Towards Employment Block Party. It'll be, I believe, 12 to 8. And it's 12 to 8, and it's at their offices right there on 33rd and St. Clair. 33rd and 30, between 33rd and 34th, or 33rd and 36th, whatever it is right there. So we'll have a table and we'll be there.
I ain't gonna promise you I'll be there the whole, 7 hours?
That is okay.
Okay.
That is okay. I would create a volunteer shift list like I did for the one. Yeah, and then we can break it up. Yeah, and split it up so we can have presents. So, oh, you're welcome. Does anyone have any final questions for me about the engagement or outreach efforts that are happening? Great, thank you.
Thank you again, Sam. Awesome update. Really appreciate it. Do we have any further discussion in regard to our priorities, outreach committee overall? Do we have any more questions, concerns, or emotional outbursts? All right.
Do you want to just remind me about tomorrow's status conference report?
Oh, yes, certainly. Sharina.
Can you give me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Alex.
Yes. The court is holding a status conference amongst the parties in the consent decree matter tomorrow at 2 p.m. I would invite everyone. Yes, everyone in the community to attend. I believe it's courtroom 19A. And Mr. Charles Lee will be there as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Sam.
Now, do we have any further very important updates, information? No? Okay. Well, I'm going to open the floor up again for more public comment, if there are any public comments. In which case, since there are no public comments, thank you again to those who attended our meeting today. Thank you, commissioners, for being here. Thank you for the community who may be watching from home or wherever you are viewing this live stream. And with that, we will adjourn. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, Cleveland.